both players. What was Coach Cal saying to you guys in the huddle during down the stretch? And it seemed like every time you broke huddle, you all were still chatting with each other. What was going on?
Coach was just telling us to keep fighting. Getting down the stretch. They're going to make some plays. They're going to hit some shots. Just staying together. Working as a team. Locking in defensively and just getting stops.
I mean, yeah, that's the same thing. Just stay together. Just having each other's back. And, I'm proud of me and my teammates. That's what we did. We stuck together the whole time.
Keldon, after going scoreless versus Georgia, how good did it feel to kind of bust out of that slump?
It felt good, but I just give it all to my teammates. Just them keep trusting me. It means a lot just to have teammates like this that, regardless if I go scoreless or if I have a breakout game, like they still just believe in me. And it's just the best feeling.
How good does it feel to kind of come into an arena like this with the fans being super loud and come out with a win?
It feels good. That was a great atmosphere out there. Just sticking together, which we did. That was good to see. I think we came a long way from the beginning of the season. We got leaders out there. PJ and Reed did a great job leading us, and just sticking together. It was good.
Keldon, how good were PJ and Reed tonight inside?
They're great. I think they played a great job. They do what they're supposed to do. I couldn't be any prouder of them, and they just let us down the stretch. They kept us together. Even when things got a little shaky, they just bring us in, settle us down. Like they just kept us together the whole time.
Keldon, did you hear what Ashton said to you when he was kind of yelling in the first half? Did that light a fire a little bit?
Yeah, he just told me you gotta wake up, man. Like it's not acceptable. If we want to be the team we want to be, you gotta wake up. We need you to play. And I did it for my teammates. They had my back and I had theirs, and I just went out there and played.
And did you take that in the spirit that he meant it? Is that a thing?
Yeah, definitely, in a positive way. I know he always wants what's best for me. And even we might argue sometimes or on the court, but I know that my teammates always want what's best for me.
Is that something he could have said to you first few weeks of the season, or have you all grown into that, the team?
We all know that we have each other's back. So regardless if it's now, beginning of the season, or later down the road, you just gotta accept it. Because if they telling you something, they're not gonna just do it just because. Like they're doing it because they want what's best for you and what's best for the team.
When you got it cooking there after that, did Ashton acknowledge that as well?
Yeah.
Did he say I see you woken up?
Yeah, he was just like, you just gotta keep playing. Just keep going. We need you. And that was the same thing with him. Like we needed him the whole game. We needed everybody. Tyler, Reed, PJ, Jamal, everybody that played tonight. We needed them in the game.
Tyler, did you recognize tonight some guys doing that, not just in the Ashton situation, but that one and others, guys challenging each other? Does that mean something to you guys as a team to get to that point?
Really, all the way from the beginning of the game to the end, when Ashton, said that to Keldon, I was saying it to PJ, just everybody, just sticking together. Just like for Keldon, he took it the right way, and when guys are taking it the right way, it's the sky's the limit because we all have each other's back. And as long as we're holding each other accountable, we'll be fine.
Keldon, before Tuesday, when was the last time you didn't score at all in the game, and how did you kind of bounce back from that?
I don't think I ever won a game without scoring until then. But everybody was. You could tell everybody still had my back. It was just it was more like just a learning experience. They just picked me up. They was just you down, but we still need you. We still trust in you. We don't think any less of you just because you have 0 points a game. And we still won the game, so that's all that matters. So we just move on to the next game and next practice, and we just keep building, keep grinding. And I'm just glad to have teammates like this.
Tyler, you've made it a huge point from the day we first started talking to you that you don't want people to think I'm just a shooter. It seems like lately you've really been on the attack, driving a lot of tough finishes. First, what do you think about finally displaying some of that? And then, Keldon, what do you think about him as the label of just a shooter for him?
I think I've been doing that my whole life. I think I'm just labeled as a shooter just because I guess that's how it is. But I've been doing that. My teammates put me in the right positions to drive and attack and get them shots, get myself shots. So they put me in the right spot. So I appreciate it.
I'll say the same. It's much more than everybody says. Oh, it's just a shooter. mean, I play against him every day. And we go at it all the time, man. I know it's much more than that. So just see him go out there and what he's doing is no surprise to us. I mean, it's normal for us. We see it every day. So like, I mean, it's just normal.
Tyler, if you had to pick, do you prefer hitting a big shot on the road or at home? Because it seems like you like the villain role or settling into it well on the road.
On the road for sure.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just like hitting big shots against people who don't like us, I guess. They don't like us, we don't like them. So
As far as team development, do you think it means any more winning a tough road game versus a home game?
Definitely, I would say. I mean, coming in a tough environment, the fans were going crazy. I mean, it was all against us. I mean, we just came out victorious. We had to come together, and we had to stay together throughout the whole game in order to come out with the victory.
Keldon, I polled every one of you guys before the season who they want to take a big shot at the end. And this guy was the answer. Did you see some of that tonight? Him and Tyler embracing the moment of you guys needed big shots. And
Yeah, he was hot, and we kept going to him. That's how it goes. If you got it going, that's where anybody go to in the crunch time. So, I mean, just as him hitting shots, I'm just happy for my teammates, everybody.
How tough was it defensively when they went on the run and they were hitting shots even though you guys were guarding them pretty well?
I mean, it was tough, but we just know that we just had to stick to the game plan and just keep doing what we was doing the whole game. And we just because they hit a couple shots, we knew they was gonna hit shots, and we knew they was gonna make runs. Basketball's game runs, so we knew that. So we didn't really get rattled. We just tried to stay together and just stick to the game plan.
Tyler, can you talk about I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
You may have been asked this already, but guarding Bryce Brown first half, second half.
yeah, he's a great player. I felt like I did a good job on him. He just took, he hit some tough shots. So I mean, credit to him. He's a great player, like I said. But the first half he was kind of, fading away and not really into the offense. And then the second half, you can tell they started running a lot more sets for him. I mean, he did a great job in the second half hitting tough shots.
you mentioned you like hitting big shots against people that don't like you. Did tonight feel like the most sort of animosity in a game that you guys have had so far? I felt like even more fire between the two of you teams than even when you played at Louisville.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a bigger game. I feel like just because Auburn, they're a great team. We're a good team too. So I feel like just tonight was a bigger stage, I'd say.
Tyler, can you talk about what goes through your mind when you're stepping to the line in the final seconds and both teams are calling timeout? I assume to try to mess with your mind.
I was like, these are good. I feel like I put in a lot of hours, so I know saying muscle memory. I knew that I was gonna make it.
You guys feel like that'll be beneficial going forward to have a late game situation like this where you need to hit those free throws and perform in this way?
Definitely. I think that, like you said, putting a lot of hours into in the gym. Just what we're here for. Crunch time, we came together, we all hit free throws. So, it's great.
How many go-to guys do you think you guys had tonight?
A lot of us had it going. I would say Tyler had it going at one point. I had it going at one point. PJ had it going at one point. Reed had it going at one point. And it just all depends on like what we need and what's going on, or what we call it for. But as y'all can see, Tyler, he came down stretch big time. Just proud of him for that.
What were you saying to Emmanuel before he took the last free throw of the game?
I was just telling him, he works just as hard as anybody I've ever seen. He's been in the gym. I've seen him in there since 9 at night. He'll be in there till 2 in the morning. So I just told him, you put in the hours, just trust yourself and knock it down.
Anything else for the guys?